Hey there, my name is Ryan, and in this video we're going to do a solo playthrough of the board game Parks. Now if you've never played Parks before, there's a link in the description below to a video that shows you the basic rules to the game. But actually, since this is the first solo game we've done on the channel, I'm going to start this video out with a brief explanation showing you some of the differences between solo mode and standard mode. And of course, if you don't need any of that, just look at the chapters right below me and skip ahead to the playthrough. Let's jump in. So there are a few small tweaks to set up. First of all, go ahead and shuffle and set out 3 parks just like the base game. Gear cards are placed into their spot, but not dealt out. Do not fill the spaces. Shuffle and place season cards as usual. Shuffle the canteen cards and give 1 per player, in this case just me. Give each player 2 year cards. The player then selects one of the year cards and discards the other. Trail setup is nearly identical with our 4 advanced tiles here, 5 basic tiles. Take 1, mix it in. Place the trail head at the beginning, and here is the slight variation. The trail end tile must go on the solo mode side. Now while we attempt to enjoy these parks, the rangers will also be going through the parks. We're going to set up the ranger cards right here and explain them in just a moment. Just like in a regular game, you get 2 hikers. They both go on the trailhead tile. Unlike the regular game though, you get the first hiker marker and the camera. I have all my tokens up here just like usual. I also have the other box off to the side here just because I need space. Now pick a color for the ranger and set 2 hikers on the trail for the ranger. Now we're going to flip the first season card and go ahead and do that. Gain 1 water if you gain any trees. Also water, water, sunshine, water, water, sunshine. Now one of the great things about Parks on solo mode is not one of these games just gives you a point total and says play the game as usual. They actually have several mechanisms that are in play for the rangers here. Here's how the ranger moves. Every turn you flip over the top card of the gear deck and either put into a spot depending on whether it has 1 sunshine, 2 sunshines, or 3. In this case there are 3, it would go right here, and the ranger would move 3 sites. 1, 2, 3. Now this gear is actually available for you to purchase. At the end of the game there's no gear for you to purchase on solo mode, but you're going to be flipping a new one out every turn, and that will determine the ranger's movement. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's also a ranger deck over here, shown by the solo mode by Wolf on the back. And it has a top effect and a bottom effect. The top effect says move the back ranger to the front ranger. The bottom effect says discard all of your tree, all of your forest tokens. The way you know which of these effects you take is every time the ranger moves, go back to our earlier example, he would move 3. If there is a token left in the space from the weather pattern, you pick it up and you place it in the first spot here. Now he might not get there on the first season, but as the game goes on, he'll be collecting these, and whichever one he fills first, let's say he does go here and takes this last one. If that was the case, the water has filled first, you discard all of your trees, you discard this card, you take those away. Now there are 2 rangers. To determine which one moves, you simply look at it like this. If your front hiker is in front of the front ranger, the ranger moves. So if you are basically winning down the line, the front ranger will take the movement. If you are tied with the front, or if your front guy is behind there, their back ranger will move. A couple more things. If a ranger was to move onto a site of another ranger, that's okay, there are just 2 rangers there. If a ranger moves onto your site, they skip ahead to the next site forward. As you can probably expect, you are not allowed to move into your space, but you're also not allowed to move into a site with a ranger. But normal campfire rules apply. You may always flip it and move into their space. Now lastly, we need to talk about the trail end site. If one of the rangers was to move into the site with a 1 sunshine here, they would actually go to the top site. By going to the top side, a couple things happen. You discard the park on your left. Now, unlike usual game rules where you immediately fill it, if a ranger causes a park to be discarded, that place stays discarded till the end of the season. Now also, if a ranger was to move into this first spot because they drew a 1 sunshine on the turn where they moved to this end tile, and you have not yet claimed this top spot, the ranger will go on the triangle and take away the go first token from you. On the next turn, the rangers will take the first move. Now let's say you were already here, you revealed a 1 sunshine, the ranger moved on here, they would still go to this spot, they would still discard the top park, but now they can't go here. Instead, they're going to go to the reserve a park action and block that one from you. Now if on the turn where a ranger moves in, they were to draw a 2 sunshine, even if they're 1 away, they still move to the end tile, they just go in this second space. In this case, you discard the second park. Again, do not refill it. Also, by going here, your camera is returned to the supply. And finally, if they were to draw 3 sunshine tokens and move the token here, they go to the bottom spot. They would discard the rightmost park, but then also shuffle in all level 3 gear cards into the gear deck. Important note, there's a little X here, meaning that if they were to go to this spot, if you already claimed this one, you cannot reserve a park. But they do not block the buy gear action, and do not block the buy park action if they're the first ones here. Now the season ends pretty much as usual, except that both of your hikers are on the trail end tile first. Both of the rangers move to the end, they do not take any actions. Now on the flip side, if all the rangers made it there first, this last one moved, he would take whatever action was drawn by the gear card, then all of your hikers are forced to the end. And then also, you only get 1 action if you have 2 hikers. Now if you only have 1 hiker left out here, it's just like the regular game. He gets forced to the end, you pick an action. But if you have 2 hikers out here, both are forced to the end, but you only get 1 action. Season end is pretty much normal, except you're going to refresh whatever parks the rangers threw away, and they'll be available for you the next season. Alright, we have everything set up for a fresh game. I have the go first token and the camera here. We're going to flip over the first ranger card here. Move your back hiker to the closest ranger down the trail, or discard one of your gears. Okay, and I have to pick between these 2 here, basically the same thing. I got water or parks with trees on them. I don't know, I tend to feel like it happens more for trees, so I'll go for the trees, but I don't know. And then of course we don't flip any of those. I have the weather pattern down, and if I gain 1 water, if I gain any trees on my turn. So I got this one first here as a first advanced one. I'm going to go ahead and just jump forward here a couple, grab this weather pattern, or grab this water and grab a mountain, and hope he does not start with a 3. Of course he did. So he's going to go here and take the tree. I really wanted to focus on getting trees this turn, but that was a good start for me. I'm going to go ahead and jump forward and gain this. Pick up another canteen card as well. So I have, gain 2 sunshine. That is tempting with the sunshines out there right now. I might actually do that instead of the forest, which is sort of surprising. Or not, instead of the mountain, sorry. I'm going to do this. His back hiker is going to move. They move 2, which is going to force him to the same spot as his friend there. This is going to go pretty quickly here. So I'm going to keep, let's see, I don't really care about either one of those. I don't have any gear yet, so I'm just going to try to spread them out if possible. So let's see, I'm going to jump forward and gain, actually I'll go ahead and do this and use my campfire. I'm going to gain a tree, and I will gain a water. I'm going to put the water onto this mountain tile here and gain a mountain. He draws another 3. He's already to the end of the trail. So he goes to here, discards this one. We don't fill it until the end of the season. He could finish the season this turn, which is kind of crazy already. So I would have enough to buy 1 to that one. I'm not close to this one yet. I'd love to get this bonus of getting another water, but as it is, let's just keep him more equal here, worst case scenario. So I'm going to take these 2. So I have way more sunshine than I need right now. He gets, please get a 1, a 3. He slipped out a lot of 3s already. Oh, he flipped out 3 earlier. So at that point, I should have shuffled. I'll leave this one out, but I should have shuffled those 3s back into the deck, because he hit the 3 earlier. Shuffle. Okay. Then we'll say this bad thing happened still to me, so I won't take back the bad thing. So he goes here. That's already gone, but he will shuffle that 3. So I won't get access to a 3 gear still, which is fine. Okay, so both my hikers are now forced to the end of the trail. The only gear out here is you may also use 2 for 1 picture at the forest site. I think I'm going to buy this park instead. So unfortunately, it's the only park out there without my forest bonus, but that's okay. I'll just do without this time. So got that, 1 of each of those. And then I have that park, and then we are already on to the next season. So I'm going to take these. I'm going to move them down to here. I need to leave a little more room over here. My canteen. I'm going to slide this down, discard the water that was never taken here. And some good things if you haven't ever played this before, one thing that was positive about this first round is you didn't really get a lot of these tokens, so that's always a good thing to see. So I'm going to do this. I like that season bonus, I just didn't really use it. I like my canteen, so I got this, shuffle this up, and this is a very exploding at the end game where you start out in your first turn, you feel like you really don't do much, then you add that extra tile and you add maybe some more parks, some more resources. It just gets crazier and crazier every single season. So we're on to season number 2, and I still go first. We're going to fill in all the parks here. That's actually nice. That's really cheap. So as far as my bonuses, if I could pick up 3 trees this turn, I could buy both those parks. Be pretty cool. So okay, we're going to take this seasons card and flip it to the bottom and flip out a new one, and it says add sunshine on the 3 current parks. Nice. Okay, so then we got that, and then we're going to do weather pattern. Okay, my first move seems, I don't want to say obvious, but I think this is a pretty good move. I'll get this 1 water, but I'll also be filling though, filling canteens might not matter much in this round because I don't have those tokens right now, but I believe it will help me later on. So I am going to use it most of my sunshine here in a second. So got that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so he goes, man, I gotta stop drawing these 3s. The 3s are killing me here. So he goes here. I'm going to, I really want that park. So I'm going to go to here, take this water and that tree. Please don't draw 3 again. A 1. Finally, not a good move for him. Okay, I'm going to go to this. I'm going to take this sunshine. I also may spend to copy an action of someone else. When I spend this, I'm going to copy that forced action of my own hiker there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 1, 2 minutes. I'm going to toss a sunshine here. His turn, he flips a 2. So he'll be forced this last space here. And then it says, we do this. So we filled the top here. It says, move your back hiker to the closest ranger down the trail. Move my back hiker to the closest ranger down the trail. It's not really that big of a deal. So I'll take that being almost halfway through the game, not having one that hurts that badly. So flip out a new one. So this one says, discard all your water or keep the next card face down until it's activated. Oh, gotcha. So if I fill this top one, I just don't get a reveal of this, and there'll be a surprise when it's activated. So if I can let that happen slowly, I'm almost okay with that top one, because I might get through most of the rest of the game without happening. So, okay, I don't want to risk him possibly dumping that card. So I'm going to jump here, jump ahead to this. I'll relight the campfire. I will get the bonus sun. I'm going to buy this park. It costs 3 trees and 4 sunshines. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Refill. More trees, nice. Okay, on his turn, he's definitely making it. He makes it on a 2. So we're going to do this. I lose my camera. Oh, I should have taken a picture at the end of the last round. I wasn't thinking, but I had the camera. It's weird in a solo game you have the camera and the green at the beginning. I'm not completely used to that yet. So, okay, I will go here and get this. He will go 1. My only option is to jump to the end here. Is there any gear that I want? That won't help me much. Really, none of those are great. You know, I guess I will pick up this. It's not really that great of a card. It just lets me, parks cost 1 water less to go to, but you know, it will help me at least 1 water here, so we'll do that. So, okay, he's warped to the end, doesn't take any actions. We all go back to the beginning, slide this down, pick these up. All right, dump the canteens. Flip over a new season card. Gain sunshine if you gain any trees in your turn. Then also it's sun, water. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to stop him probably from the sun happening. And this isn't my least favorite one. I just love to delay it as long as possible because I could delay it a little bit. It's a good chance I won't even see another card. I mean, not a good chance, but it's a possibility. So right now I got lots of mountains. I don't have the last advanced tile is this one, the switch one. So I don't have the ability to switch things out yet for trees, which is what I really need because I need parks with trees on them. So the tree is pretty far along here. So I might start this one out by going to this one. I'm going to fill this for 2. Then I will also take this action and throw one away and get a wild. He will move 1. Yeah, nice and slow, just like I want it. So I will go to, do I need water? I could use some water. So I'm going to go here and get this sun. I'll get 2 water. Okay, he's going to go maybe draw a low one again. A 2, not bad. So he takes this star, puts it on there. I'm going to go here and get this star, and I will get the tree. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 1 too many. So I'm going to toss the water, I think. Okay. He will take a 1. This has been very fortunate. So I still need a lot of trees, but at this point I can't gain anything else without losing some. So I'm going to go here and spend 4 stars for this park. It's interesting, it costs 4, but I guess because it's all stars, it's pretty cheap. So more lucky draws with that. I just haven't been able to utilize that fully. So, all right, 3 stars finally. He gets a water, which is good. So we're keeping him kind of like we want. He's staying pretty balanced. He has a chance of getting that flip this turn, but he doesn't have any chance of doing the water, which is me discarding my water. So I'm going to move this back guy 1 space, and I will spend a tree and a mountain for this one right here because I have mountains to spend. I don't have anywhere to put them right now. So I will do that. I'll keep flipping. So mountain and 2 sunshine. That's nice. It doesn't help me with my goal. Right now I want to get 6 parks with a tree. I have 1, 2. So that might not be happening. Okay, so he flips over a 2. So he goes here. I lose my camera, which I've already done, and we toss the middle park. So yeah, there goes my hope of getting that. That's basically gone now. So I'm just going to have to go for points in other ways here. So I have time. I don't care if he takes that spot or that one. So I'm going to take just 1 step and keep him from getting that star there. So 1, 2, 3 total. He goes 3. Okay, I'm going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can get that park there, so I'll make sure I get that. So I'm going to go to here. Now I'll go to here. I'm getting a tree. And he's going to draw 2. Now he's not in danger of getting there this time. So I will just pick up a canteen card. I could take a picture. Maybe a picture would be, yeah, I'll do a picture. I'm going to go here and get the camera back. And I'm going to spend 2, I will spend, not 2, I'll spend a sunshine and a water for it. I get a photo, my first photo, and then he flips out a 2, force forward, that's fine. I'd rather him get the star anyway, it's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. Then I'm going to skip to the end here and buy that park. So I'm going to do this, 1, 2, kind of give up on my tree idea. That has not worked out at all. He is forced to the end. That's a big park there. No actions for him. So go ahead and fill that last space here that he didn't take. And then I will take 1 more photo at the end of the turn. All right, we're going to return everyone to the beginning for the last phase. So pick up all the tiles. Add in 1. All right, we're gonna flip a new season card here. Put that one on the bottom. This one says, did I do that last turn? I didn't. I skipped my season. This is my biggest issue, is I tend to not read the middle one here and I forget about it. Gang sun if you gang a mountain. So if I don't do well, that's going to be my excuse. I'm going to go here. We have sun sun. Okay, so I'm slightly motivated to not let him get a water. I'd much rather him get that one. So is there any good I can do? I can spend my wild and buy that park there right away. I might do that just to make sure he doesn't make me discard my water anyways. I'm going to go here, take this water. Oops, I need to discard my water from the canteen. I'm going to discard my... Actually, that works out perfectly. I'll go here, I'll fill my canteen, get my mountain. I'm going to go ahead and buy a park. So this guy right here. Flip out a new one. Wow, a lot of water is needed. Remember earlier in the game when I turned down that water card and I said, those just don't come up as much. I guess haven't played enough to know. One was fortunate. Let's see here. Since I have the camera, I will go here and spend that for a photo just to try to get as many victory points as possible. Okay, so what's out here right now, I should think this through. I really need, I could use 3 more water there. That would do it. And then I would need 1 more tree is all. That would be that park. To get to 2 of those, I would need to get to 5 more trees. It's just not going to happen. So I should focus on taking pictures, get 1 of those parks, whichever one I can, the best one I can get, 1 of these 2. Then if he makes me throw 1 away, it's only a 1 point difference. And then focus on the camera action. I can even spend a water and hit the camera action again if I don't let him nab that from me. So let's see, he takes a 3. There we go. And now he's moving like he used to. So cool. He took the top action. So we're going to dump this, but we're not going to reveal the next one. So if he gets a water, one very bad thing can happen to me suddenly. So I'm going to go here and try to keep that from happening. I'm going to take this water. I'm going to take 2 more water. Now he cannot get water on this turn, so he gets a 3. He gets very close to it. He gets this, and then I might just go ahead and, I'm going to waste that. So I cannot do what I want to do as far as using that. I want to max out the trees. I'm just going to have to risk it and hope he doesn't get a 1. And if he does get a 1, it's not a bad one. But I'm going to risk it and go for... I've never gotten to 30 points. 30 points is the... If you look at the scorebook here, they give little brackets. And 30 is the highest bracket. I've gone to 29 twice and 28. So I played this 3 times. So I've got 28, 29, 29. So I want to go for a 30 for once to see what happens. But this could really mess it up. Okay, it's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. He goes to here. And he's going to shuffle in all the 3 gear park cards, or all the 3 sun gears. And then this is gone. Okay, so let me think through this. If I were to get the one that cost, you go here, I could go, I'd love to double up the camera action. That's kind of what I'm thinking in the back of my head. If I could double up camera action, that would be awesome. So I might go to, how do I want to do this? I'm going to do the camera first. I'm going to go here and spend 1 and get this. Then he's going to move 2, not the worst. And then I'm going to go here and spend, well, I might as well put it here and get 2 sunshines, right? No, I'll do it this way. I'll spend that water and I'll double up this. So I can spend any token, which I'll spend this, and get that. And then in this case, I already have it with my wild. So I think that's all the victory points I'm going to score now. So he does this. He's going to move 2 to there. This guy cannot double up again. I can switch out. I can buy one of these parks, but I don't think I can get, I can get 1 more victory point. 1 more victory point would come from making sure that I have enough to spend on the camera. So I just need to pick up 1 more token total. So I'll take these 2. Might as well put 1 to here and get 2 suns out. I guess I can. I should take my time in case a cheap park flips out, but I don't want to risk, wow, with like that, a 3, him being there. So these are both worth 4, but I can't afford this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take my guy here just, well, I could let him throw one away. That would be a strategy. And I could go here if he does throw one away. But then both are forced to the end. So I'm going to go here and go ahead and buy park. So I will buy this one, spend these 2, then spend those 4. So this and this, the wild, and then my 4 water I pulled off the screen. There you go. So I bought that park. And then his turn here, he goes 2. So yeah, he didn't even get a flip over that last one, which is perfect. So we got that. And then he's going to be there. I'll buy to flip out a new park. So it did not end up mattering. There's no way I could have gotten to 4 water. I mean, if I would have known I was 4 water, I could have focused on it. But there's really nothing else for me to do. So I'll just make sure he doesn't take the green marker for me right here. So I might as well keep that because it's worth 1 victory point. And that is it. He's forced to the end. I will end up with dumping 1 thing for 1 more picture. And I think I did pretty good. I didn't get my bonus, which is kind of disappointing, but I think score should be not bad. Okay, so we have 4, 7, 9, 11, 13, and then 15. There's 20 there. So just check that math. Yep, so 20 there. Then we have 21. Then 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. The camera's not worth anything, and I didn't get my goal, because my goal is 6 parks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 total. So 27. So I'm 2 points away from my high score, which is 28, and 3 points away from that, the top tier of 30 there. Alright, that is it. Parks on solo mode. This is really fun. I really do like this game on solo mode. It has a different twist. There's some games that solo mode just say, play the normal game, and the game is such an independent game anyway that it really feels the same on solo mode as it does when you're playing with people. They're just a point goal, and that's all you're doing. This actually, even though it's a more simple game in general, thought of a whole new way for solo mode to work. When you're playing a 2-player, especially with another person, you're really thinking about what do they need, where do they want to visit, what parks do they want to buy, do I need to race them to the end to steal that gear card? So some of that is lost when you're playing solo mode because you're not really worried about someone stealing your gear, but the ranger could get to the end and make you discard gear, or he can make you discard a park. And so there's actually more interest, and you really actually get deep into the strategy of the game as far as like, okay, he can draw 1, 2, or 3. If he does that and picks up the water, which goes on his event card, it could trigger an event. So like it happened early in the game, like I had to buy this card now. I really didn't want to buy that 1 park, but I was like, well, if he gets 1 more, whatever it was, but if he gets 1 more water, I'm going to lose whatever because that event will be triggered. So it does make you kind of think on a different level. There's other events we didn't get to that might force your hikers up forward in the trail, and you don't want to go forward in the trail. So it kind of makes you almost game it a little more. It encourages you to game it and say, okay, I kind of want to force him to draw sun, so I'm going to go to places that have water so he gets a sunshine token. So it's really fun, and the gear cards are a little random because if he flips out a lot of 3s, you're going to be punished by the 3 sunshine gear cards going out. In general, him moving faster is a bad thing. On the same note though, if he flips out 3s, you get it by 3 gear cards, and they're a lot more valuable than the 1. So maybe it's not really that big of a deal because if all he flips out 1s and 2s, you're not really getting it by the good gear. Which as I say this, I kind of realize that I did buy this gear card. It gave me a discount of water on parks, and I forgot to use it, so that might have been enough. I'm not going to think about it. I will play this again on the channel for sure. It's a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see all the videos when they come out. I'll see you then.